What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Brawl Stars video. Today we're going to be just enjoying some casual showdown action while talking about the topic of global Brawl Stars release, because I know a lot of people are probably getting a little bit antsy for it at this point, especially Android users that are still following my channel. So we're going to discuss it a little bit, maybe why it hasn't necessarily come out at this point, and sort of liken it to some examples of just game releases that have gone badly relatively recently. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, jumping into our first showdown match, we are going to be playing none other than Shelly. I would like to get up to around 325 trophies-ish with Shelly in this particular video. So let's go ahead and talk about Brawl Stars global release. That's the main topic for the video, even though, you know, we're probably not going to talk about it for the whole video. I do want to just do some normal gameplay and stuff, but let's talk about it a little bit in, you know, my normal disjointed manner. So, first off, why has it not gone global at this point? Obviously, the easy answer is... Oh, geez. Obviously, the easy answer is to say that they're just not happy with the way the game plays right now and that they don't have all the features in it that they want. However, I think that there's a little bit more to it than that, okay? I think that the reason why we don't have Brawl Stars globally right now is actually not at all related to anything that Supercell has done. Or maybe it is related to everything Supercell has done, and they're just learning from their mistakes with possibly Clash Royale. So I think it could possibly be that. Oh geez, that sucks. We died. All right. That's a bummer. That's kind of a bad way to start things off. So they might be learning from Clash Royale, and that's why we haven't seen a release yet. They want to get everything in order before their release. Maybe the company is letting them have, like, Supercell as, like, the parent company, right? Obviously, they have different teams of people working on different games. I do think that they might be learning from their past mistakes, maybe feeling like in Clash Royale they had a lot of stuff that they needed to do just after they already released it globally and everyone had access to it and everything, which is probably why it hasn't been released on Android at this point in time, even in a smaller area, because the APK just spreads like wildfire. It's super easy to download APKs on Android and everything, so I can totally see why they do that, because it's essentially releasing it worldwide if they do decide to go release the APK on Android. But it remains to be seen as to whether or not they're going to be implementing a lot of these endgame features that came at a way later date as far as Clash Royale is concerned, before release in Brawl Stars. And I do think that that's a big point to make, because, you know, if they've seen the effect that can have on player retention and everything in Clash Royale and possibly in other games that they've made, maybe they're trying to change that for their full release of Brawl Stars, making it so there is an actual full, complete endgame that people are working towards at all times before they actually fully release their game. And that's a new precedent for them. That's something that they haven't done in the past. So I can totally respect the decision, and I completely understand the decision, if that truly is the case. Now, even if you're not going to liken it to their releases of their other games, you can liken it to releases of other games, period, like Pokemon Go. And I think Pokemon Go is the best way to illustrate exactly what they should be doing as far as Brawl Stars is concerned in their global release. Now, Pokemon Go was obviously released as a proof of concept more than anything else, okay? It was not a game that was released fully completed, ready to go, ready for the masses to accept it into their daily lives. And if it was, then it would probably be much more successful than it is right now. I mean, honestly, it just would be. It just 100% would be more successful than it is at this point in time. Now, it's still a wildly successful franchise and a wildly successful app, and I'm not going to try to take anything away from that, but it remains to be seen at, well, no, I shouldn't say that. It definitely could be better, you know? And I think a lot of people, even those that really enjoy the game still for what it is, could admit that it could definitely be a lot better. And part of that is because of Niantic's development being relatively slow compared to a lot of other games. And part of it is because, you know, they have a lot of things that they have to, like hoops they have to jump through with the Pokemon Company International, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not easy to work with them. I'm sure they have lots and lots of things that they're doing to protect their IP. So, you know, maybe it's a little difficult to work with the Pokemon Company International, and maybe that's why they're not necessarily developing everything that the overall fan base wants. Now, if we look at that example of a game that maybe was released a little bit too early, just as a proof of concept, but had a lot of potential otherwise, and how the player base has dwindled in recent memory, I think that you can see why they might be a little bit reluctant to release Brawl Stars in sort of an unfinished state, or at least a state that they're not happy with the player's progression in the game. So that was pretty nice, second place finish. But looking at these recent examples, we got Clash Royale, just a few years. You know, we got Pokemon Go, that's been out for just over a year now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is recent stuff that they have to take into account when they're releasing their app. And maybe they're just going by this example and trying to make it so everything's figured out beforehand. So if the hype train just holds and they can keep rolling it forward and everyone loves it on release, esports gets big, everything's crazy for this game, the support is there, the player base is there, the games are just really high tier, at the highest tier that they get. I mean, the competitive scene gets big. You know, if everything hits right, then they're not going to be scrambling to get all of these features implemented so the player base actually has something more to do. I think what they want to do is get every asset of the game, every part of the game that they possibly could think of, as far as just getting the foundation of competitive play in order complete and ready and implemented, and bug fixes and everything rolled out before that the game actually releases, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like they have a lot more foresight as to what this game could eventually become if everything hits right. And obviously, being a Supercell game, being as fun as it is, being as smooth as it is, I could definitely see this thing going very far in the future. Obviously, a lot of us can in the Brawl Stars community right now. That's why we're still playing it, even though the endgame maybe isn't as exciting or as fulfilling as it eventually will be, you know? And that's why, you know, you see the total trophies. There are still people competing above 10,000 trophies, even though they know it's really not going to reward them that much, you know? They're continuing to get better at the game. They're continuing to compete, even though the top level isn't necessarily there at this point. So overall, I feel like that's the main reason, just past examples, why it hasn't gone global at this point in time, and why they're taking so long to go ahead and get everything as good as they can make it before the global release happens. They're trying to tote the line on how long they can wait before they go global, because it's going to influence the overall player base so significantly in the long run that, you know, maybe they'll have an overall far more successful app, even though I think it'll be successful no matter when they release it. Maybe they'll have a far more successful app if they do take this time right now to make everything as good as they can. So that's basically my thoughts on it. I just wanted to liken it to Pokemon Go because I feel like that's a great example. I feel like overall that's pretty much the best example you could come up with, honestly, as to like just games that Brawl Stars could follow if they were to go global before they're ready to. And I don't know. I don't think that that's something that they should follow. I feel like they should take Pokemon Go's example, because I think they could have the same mainstream appeal as Pokemon Go, and just run with this quality concern. Just go over the top with this quality concern. I love it. I personally feel that at like such a level you guys don't even know. I want to have my videos be the highest quality they can, like, period. You know, like the highest quality they can possibly be. I want that for my videos. So when a company is echoing the sentiment with their game, I can completely respect it. That said, you know, I wish it would go global quicker, obviously, because it's a very fun game and I want everyone that could possibly enjoy it to enjoy it. So I don't know, it's definitely, there are merits to either side of the discussion. You know, obviously a lot of people are going to get a little annoyed that they can't play the game at this point in time, and you know, maybe that'll put them off of it in the future, but I don't think that the overall player base is going to be impacted enough that that's going to be considered that bad of an idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get off the topic right now. I'm gonna go And we're gonna oh, that was a mistake, my friend. That was a mistake. We got Piper going in here. 167 HP. I've got almost 2k. We're just gonna take her out right there. I could just walk at her. I'm like Iron Man, just like walking through the bullets there. Like that was great. First place finish, 322 trophies, not too bad. But yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that topic in particular, because it's something that a lot of people have been talking about lately. And I think that was all prompted by Supercell's recent comment that this won't be the update. This upcoming update will not be the global release update. They're obviously getting closer to it, but it will not be the update for it. Now, we can discuss as far as just how long out it's going to be. I think they might sort of expand on this a little bit more in the next Brawl Talk, which is probably going to be coming in the next few days, if not, you know, a week or something like that. But I do think that it will be coming sooner rather than later. I just think that they're trying to make it the best they can so they're not scrambling after release, because that is something that so many game development teams have been doing lately, and it's unsustainable. You know, eventually you get to the point where your player base just isn't willing to wait longer for content, and you know, you're not able to put out the content that they're satisfied with fast enough, is what it comes down to. Now, obviously, there are examples of great development teams that have sort of been able to meet the demand, but still, I think that it's important to note that, oh god, come on. Come on, you gotta die here. You gotta die here, dude. Alright, I was gonna say, we gotta take those. Like, that's mine, you know? They're mine. I'm gonna take those power-ups right there. They're mine as well. 4 power-ups, not starting off too badly here. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the topic. I know a lot of you guys are itching for a global release right now. You're itching for the next update and everything, but wow, people are just jumping into me right now. But I do think that there are a lot of reasons why they should keep this going in development in this like almost perpetual beta at this point. We have no idea. There's no definite answer as to when it's going to be going global, at least at this point in time. You know, maybe Powerbang got some answers when they did the Brawl Talk, the most recent one anyways, and we'll see that shortly, but I don't know if there will be or not. All right, so we're sitting at 6 power-ups right now, 1600 HP. We're maxed out on Shelly. I mean, this is going to be a very painful time for anyone that decides to go in on us right now. I did not see who was in the south there in that other bush to the bottom right. Okay, so that was Anita. We can super kill pretty much any of those guys. They're we're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna have some fun here. None of them know I'm in here as far as I know, unless I jumped out of the bush on accident. So we got Mortis going in here. He's gonna accidentally run straight in where he shouldn't. That was a nice little glitch you had there. That was cool. Okay, so he shouldn't have done that. That was a massive mistake on his part. They're all trying to team up right now. I'm not sure that Nita knows that I'm in here, and I don't think that Spike knows that I'm in here at this point. They're all trying to team up. They're all trying to team up and get something going on. Yeah, you're done, son. You're done, son. We're gonna just take this match and run with it. I mean, there's not a whole lot they can do unless they team up together. There's not a lot really. I'm just gonna use my normal attack. Nita's trapped. She's totally trapped. That's hilarious. All right, we'll just let it happen. She's gonna run away. She's just out doing her own thing. That's gonna be the game. GG. 10 power-ups, 2k health. Shelly, just unstoppable. Really, gonna take another 7 trophies. And yeah. So drop me a comment below. Do you think that it's worth them being in this development right now, like in this beta state? You know, this app being in the beta state where obviously they're not going to have the player base or anything that the global release will have, and keeping it sort of confined to this area because, you know, they want to keep things sort of moving forward without getting to a point where they're going to have to scramble when the game does eventually release. Let me know what you think, guys. I would be very eager to have discussions about this. So let's go ahead and do one more match. We're going to play some more Shelly. Let's break 330. If I get 5th place, we'll break 330. So I'm going to try to do that right now. And that's going to be it for this video. So yeah, drop me a comment below. Again, I love discussing things with you guys, so I'd be very eager to hear your thoughts on it. Because from a content creator standpoint, you know, I can really appreciate putting a lot of work into something, extra work that maybe other people aren't going to notice, or they're not going to be able to appreciate the same way you will. I can totally see and appreciate that effort. But I know a lot of you guys are probably, again, itching for the game at this point. So, you know, just curious to hear your thoughts. Let's go ahead and take this power up for free. It's all mine. It's all mine. Oh, no. You're going down, dude. You're going down. You're trying to team up with me, but that's not going to work for us. That's not going to work for us at all. I'm going to take that power up right there. We're healing right back up. This crow is really focused on doing some damage to me at the moment. He actually does connect with a shot. Another shot. Not something I'm too keen on here. Don't want to die to a crow. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Back it. Oh, Colt. Colt. Not even an upgraded Colt. -4 trophies. Whatever. We hit 325. That's exactly what I wanted to do for this video. So, you know, we'll definitely take it. But, oh, that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, drop me a comment. I want to have a discussion with you guys. I want to hear what your thoughts are on the game. Do you like the speed of development right now? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it needs to be faster? Do you think global release needs to happen soon? Or do you think that the game's going to be just crazy big when it releases globally and they're okay taking as much time as they want to get ahead of the game as far as development is concerned? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you back here for the next video very shortly. And until the next one, guys, peace.